Welcome to part 2 of the NiceWare International NiceForm demonstration series. In this demonstration, how to create a simple form using the new form wizard. To start, let's quickly review label design. Label design company badge. A company were to have a visitor, they would come in. This badge has the ability to provide a name, the company the person's from, and then the date that the company is allowing this person to visit. Now this label design is going to be linked to a form, and that form, the end result is going to look like this. So you can see it's a very simple form, 2 fields to type in text data that shows up on the label, the date of visit field, and then a print quantity. In this case, it's just going to be 1. Now to start this design, what we're going to actually do is we're going to close this interface, and we are going to create a new form with a new form wizard. As I step through the process, the first thing it's going to ask me for is what my platform is going to be. It's going to be Windows. I'm going to point to my desktop. I'm going to grab the label that I'm going to be making the form for. I do want a preview object, so I'm going to make sure that's checked. I don't have a database connection, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. As far as default template, field arrangements, things like that, I'm simply just going to accept all the defaults and press finish. So you can see when the form is done creating itself, it has a couple of different things. Right away it's maximized, so we have to change it to a specific size. So I squeeze this button down and go into the form properties and go into the appearance tab. You can see that it's maximized. I'm going to set it to normal, and I'm going to give it a width of 800 by 600. And the background color we're going to make white. So press OK. And so now you can see I have a form that has a white background. It's an 800 by 600, and I just have to make sure that all of the objects are inside of my design space here. Alright, so now it's 800 by 600. I've got a little preview. I've got a couple of different fields. I have my buttons looking a little bit nicer. So I'm going to move these off to the side. I'm going to edit fields here. I'm going to left align them. Take these text fields here and right align them. Just set those. And I'm going to take these, holding down the shift key and using the arrow, I'm going to make these fields smaller together so I don't have to change the actual pixel size. So take these and move them off the side. I'm going to delete this. I don't need this here. I'm going to insert the company image. So using the picture object, I'm going to click on form. Again, going to my desktop where my images are. Place that right there. Alright. I've got my company logo. In my label preview. There we go. And I'm going to take my print button and my quit button, and I'm going to make these both larger. So if I take the print button and make it a particular size, if I go into the properties of this button, you can see that it appears to be 244 pixels wide and 124 tall. So 244 pixels wide and 124 tall, just for uniformity here. And I'm going to highlight these, and using this alignment bar, I'm going to center them. And lastly, there is a little notice here that says, for assistance, please call. Using the text object, I'm just going to click on that. So for assistance, call. Holding down the control key and then pressing enter gives me a carriage return. Click OK, and make it a touch bigger, put it right in the middle. And you can see when I run this form, I now have a working application. That concludes our tutorial on creating a simple form using that new form wizard. If you're interested in the files that we used here to start the design of this form for replication purposes, or if you want to do your own training, there's a link to the samples that can be found at the bottom of this video description. Lastly, check back periodically for more updates from NiceWare International.